All right, I'm here with the Reginalds. I've been sitting with Foster, Page and Bryant Bean. Guys, right off the bat, what was y'all's inspiration?
Man, that is a really loaded question, but I guess it all started back, we were all just kind of sitting around, it was a dull weekend, and we just kind of got this idea, and I remember Big A, our percussion artist, he was like, just trying to come up with some band names for fun, and he was throwing these really stupid ones out there, but then he said the Reginalds, and I was like, I kind of caught my head a little and looked at him and was like, that's actually got some ring to it. So we kind of started to form together and realized how much we all love music, and we just loved to have fun, and we had a lot of fun just feeding off each other, learning new stuff musically and everything like that, and playing small town shows here in Starkville and Columbus and Tupelo, and really getting our roots planted early. And I guess our inspiration would have been each other, just to have fun with each other and to have fun making music.
Now, Foster, what direction? Y'all are a new band, so what direction do you see this band taking?
Well, I mean, it definitely hasn't always been, as good as it is now. When we started, I would really attribute a lot of the following of the Reginalds to just grassroots supporters. We would play here in Starkville probably every weekend. We worked really hard to get shows here and there and around the area. And, gaining a loyal fan base is truly something that's important. And I really think the grassroots supporters who've been there, these last two albums have come out and they've supported the album and bought the album and promoted the album. But as a musician, your artistry can change, and it's good to change for the better. So I think our next album, which is coming out in the 2 months, we're real excited about it. It's going to be, we're real pumped. We're working very hard in the studio. Our producers is putting the last few touches on it. But so anyway, the new album coming out, we're known as an indie alternative band. I definitely think this new album going a little more acoustic. The melody's a little bit stronger, a little bit. The album's a little bit wittier, if you should say. Brian adds some witty touches, but so definitely in a new direction, hopefully a better direction. But just building on the bass and what our fans have given us feedback and things like that. So
definitely. Now, to some viewers who might not know the Reginalds too well, what are some comparable artists to y'all?
Oh man, well I'll tell you one. John Foreman, former lead singer of Switchfoot. I guess Drew and I were listening to him one day. I'd say he's very comparable. Very, very, very soul music from the heart, music that means something. Drew always says, we're just passing through. Music's not everything in our life. It's an important part of our life, but it's not everything. I'd say John Foreman's lyrics are, spiritual, very, very, Christian based and very emotional and really mean something to himself. And then, so I'd say he's one of them. Brian,
One of my favorite bands in college was, I don't know if y'all even remember them, but Mute Math. Man, they knew how to put on a live show, and to me it's all about the live music. And they could put on a heck of a live show. And like Foster said, there was meaning in their lyrics, and you could tell they were really passionate about their music. So I remember Mute Math being a real big inspiration for me, just to name one of many.
Definitely. So if you could describe the band in one word or one emotion, what would it be?
Be passion, for sure. Got back from the European tour last month, and honestly, one of the most incredible times I've ever had with 6 of my best friends, doing what I love to do, writing, recording, singing. It's the passion in my life, and I think we could all feel the same way. So I don't know, Brian, what do you think?
Definitely. I mean, playing small town shows when you're young is a lot of fun, and there's a lot of energy and just excitement involved. But as we all get older and get girlfriends and get engaged, we kind of become more aware of our surroundings. And when we got the opportunity to go to Europe, it's like, man, you get to really take in the different cultures of the world and understand, what they're all about, and to be able to incorporate that into our music and to just experience it. I feel like it's just such a blessing for us as a band and as individuals too.
Hey, Thomas, thanks, man. I really appreciate this. And we look forward to this interview coming out in the magazine spread. But Anyway, yeah, so, we're looking forward to the new album. Looking forward to getting back in the studio within the next year. So, I feel it's a good time for the Reginalds, a really good time. We love what we're doing, so just going to keep on keeping on.
All right, guys. Thank you so much, Tom. Album coming out in 2 months, The Reginalds.